No. Thank God.
Hey, it's Jo here from Back to Basics Health Solutions. Now, you guys know that I love doing what I do, and the reason why I turn up to work each day, well, I don't even call this work anymore. I have too much fun when I get to talk to people, and Anne has come in now 10 days ago. She was sitting in this office and we went through her food component. And first I want to ask is, what led you to first come in to see me to get your health back on track?
It was just a matter of that I could not breathe no more. I was having trouble just walking. I just wasn't feeling good about myself, so it was time to change me.
Okay. And how long have you been procrastinating?
About 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm. So she's been seeing my posts, whether it's in my private page, my business page, or in a group page that we've got a community page. She sees my emails that come through. And what made you go, I need to go and speak to Jo, I need to get my finger out of my bum, and I need to take some action?
I lost Mum back in February, and it was time like, nah, it's me time now. I need to lose weight. I need to get myself back on track. So it was like, yep, let's do it.
Let's do it. So we had a bit of a chat, and she started 10 days ago. Now, the only thing she has changed is her food, right? So come on, tell them, how'd you go in 10 days? What's changed?
I can actually walk. I'm not struggling to breathe, and I'm actually doing squats now.
Yeah, so she's being able to get up and down. Her body's not aching like it was. We still have a bit of a bloated issue, but that's okay. We've got a bit of digestion, but we already spoke about that. And how much weight did you lose?
3 kilos.
3 kilos. And the reason why she's breathing a little bit better now, 10 centimetres from this part, so the top belly, so up the top here, and this is where we compressed, we sit down.
And that's where I was struggling all the time. It was always bloated and I couldn't eat nothing, even to have a drink of water. I could not even have a glass of water because it was just bloating all the time.
Yeah, and we've just solved that problem too, and I've asked her to do frequent sips throughout the day instead of trying to drink a whole glass at a time, because that does bloat the belly. So we're working through some things. But what have you learnt this week? Because you've tried stuff before, right? Yep. So what's the biggest thing that you have taken away this week in 10 days that you've struggled with before?
Just eating proper meals like 3 times a day, or, you know, stuff that you're supposed to eat, not just feel like salty things, so you grab a packet of chips and eat them, or you sugary things, so you have a block of chocolate or something like that. I don't eat a block of chocolate, but I mean, I need that sugar and I need that salty flavour.
Yeah.
But
So we have cravings, and I know you guys have heard me talk about this before. Sugar feeds and fuels sugar, but it also causes inflammation, right?
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why she's lost really good centimetres this week, you might go, well, she's a bigger lady, that's why her centimetres are quite dramatic. Yes and no. Inflammation was huge. So when we inflame the bowel wall, inflame the stomach, the bloatedness, this all comes down to the food you're eating. And one of the things that I love sharing is how important the food is to you as the individual, and how it makes a big difference. Because this is the other thing you told me, your brain's cleared up.
Yes.
And because this now becomes a domino effect, so her brain clears up and she goes, Jo, I've got more energy. Jo, I even started cleaning Mum's stuff.
Yeah.
Jo, I've been doing all these things, and this is because she's putting herself into a better place. She's taking back control, which we said this is all that's going to happen. And you, for the first time, are saying, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've got a lot more confidence about myself now, even though I've only lost a little bit. But feeling a lot better.
Yeah. So, wow. And you did this started before Christmas, and I made a promise to you, and I said, if I can't help you in the next 30 days lose any weight, I'll refund you your money. I said that, I mean that, and guess what? High five. 3 kilos.
Exactly. And I've actually gone from having like 4 spoons of sugar a day to nothing.
Yeah.
Like 4, maybe 3 cups of coffee, 4 cups of coffee. So each time I have a cup of coffee, it's 3 or 4 spoons of sugar.
Yeah.
Now it's nothing.
And I think the hardest thing too is that people don't know how to put it into a lifestyle plan. So before, as I said, you've probably downloaded stuff, you've probably tried to give a few things a crack, but it seemed really hard. Did this seem hard?
No. Not once you know your points and what you're supposed to eat.
What we're going to do,
Yeah.
And I always say, we're putting the training wheels on. Let's just put the training wheels on. Let's just take aside that it's not that hard. Let me break it down. Let me hold your hand and share with you step by step how easy this is and what you're not being told. And once you know that, and as I said, in a week you're like, hey Joe, I feel really good about this. I know next week I'm going to be even better because I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's just a matter of start and walk.
Yep, and we've discussed that
so,
too.
yep.
Because we've got the heat and we've got a bit of fluid happening. I've suggested possibly just walking in the pool for starters. We just have to do light movement, that's fine. But that's all good. That you could do two things, get to go and have a swim and walk in the pool. So yeah. Okay, watch this space. This lady is going to be on here. She may be banned from Facebook under some areas, but she's not going to be banned from here. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for sharing this story in such a relatively short time. As I said, I enjoy what I do, and this is why I show up every day. Okay, see you later, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.